What's up you guys, and welcome back to another Reddit reading video. Today we're going to be doing an r/ChoosingBeggars. You know how it goes. Let's just jump into it. Girl called me racist for not letting herself promote on my page. I'm an artist that makes money off commissions. I lost my job at the start of the pandemic, and I've been relying on these commissions as my main source of income since. I mainly post my art on Tumblr. My following is pretty decent, and I have some exposure on my posts through the use of hashtags and whatnot. About a week ago, my account was suspended. I'm all for racial equality and BLM movement. I'm aware of the racial injustices going on in this country, and I believe there needs to be change. About a week ago, I started having problems with this user. She would comment under my posts promoting her own art and page, and after a while, it got pretty annoying, but I let it slide. But then, she started dropping her PayPal and Venmo in my comments, so I messaged her about it, kindly by the way, and I told her I wasn't too fond of her promoting her stuff under my work. As this was my main source of income, she began to call me a racist and a bigot. I was honestly confused, because I didn't think anything was wrong with me asking her to stop shamelessly promoting on my artwork. She got very angry and said I was taken away from a black creator, herself, and that the whiteys need to let the black community flourish. Again, I was confused, as my bio clearly says I was Mexican. I told her that I understand the frustrations of everything going on, but that this is my page, and I'm allowed to do what I want with it. So I deleted her comments and whatnot. A few hours later, my account was suspended for hate speech. I'm trying to get my account back, by the way. I also don't know if this is the right subword. Another thing, I'm aware this does not account for every black creator. This doesn't define the group as a whole. What the? That's just entitledness right there. That is very entitled. That's choosing beggars and entitled people. That is a very entitled person to think that they should be allowed to just promote whatever they want under your posts and you not be able to have any say just because of skin color. Hopefully Tumblr looks into that and gets it done. I know Tumblr is a pretty shady site in the first place, so good luck on that. Anyways, on to the next story. Adidas isn't good enough. So around a year ago, my sister left an abusive relationship and had nothing, not even clothing. It was the middle of the night and she had her son and had only clothes that they were wearing. So my mom and I took them both to Walmart to buy some clothes, since, they had absolutely nothing except what they were wearing. Her son, who's only a toddler, was more than happy with the Walmart clothing. A few dinosaur tees, some jeans and some shorts, pajamas and whatnot. My sister wasn't exactly happy. It isn't branded, but she reluctantly agreed. She had just about everything except for a sweatshirt/hoodie. A few years back, I had bought myself an Adidas hoodie with some birthday money that cost $50. I didn't really wear it much anymore, but when I first got it, my sister was insistent that I had to give it to her, going as far as asking my mom to get me to give it to her. Of course, I said no because I had just purchased it at the time. Anyway, we returned back to the house with my sister. I lived with my family at the time. All the while, she complained that she hadn't bought a hoodie and she'd get cold. She was offered a plain jacket from Walmart, but she didn't want it. Though reluctant, I gave the hoodie to her because, and I repeat, she had nothing, and I felt sorry for her at the time. She took it home, and I've never seen her wear it, even though she begged for it for several years. It's kind of irritating, but it's not that bad. Oh, but it gets worse. I bought myself a Nike jacket when I went to Spain with my parents around the same time that my sister had came out of the relationship. When we went on vacation that had been booked for months in advance, she also complained that she couldn't go there with us. Back to the Nike jacket. I refused to give that one to her because I do wear that Nike jacket quite regularly. Anyway, she asked my mom to ask me for it again. Of course, my mom comes to me and says, "Can you give your sister that Nike jacket? You don't wear it anyways, and she doesn't like the Adidas jumper." TLDR, I gave my sister an expensive Adidas sweatshirt when she had nothing, but it wasn't good enough because it wasn't Nike. Well, that's weird because Adidas is a more popular brand right now. You think she would want the Adidas ones. It kind of sucks when you want to help someone in need, but they want to take more than you want to give them. And it's like, I'm trying to help you here. Can you just take what I'm trying to give you? And they're like, no, give me more. And they want to be greedy. And it makes you not want to help them at all. But that's a good family member. Good on them, because I would have just snatched my stuff back. I would be like, take it or leave it. This is what you get, or this is what you don't get. That's it. Well, I mean, what would you do in the situation? Would you just be like, alright, here's the other sweater off my back after I gave you my other expensive sweater? Anyways, before I ramble, on to the next story. Ungrateful choosing beggar. Ugh, so I got burned today. I need to vent. While waiting in my car to pick up my husband from work, with our almost 2-year-old son in the back, a random guy waved at me for my attention from the sidewalk. I rolled down my passenger side window, the one nearest to him, and he immediately started thanking me profusely for acknowledging him. Okay, got a feeling where this was going. So I preface this by saying if anyone begs me for money, I have a personal policy that I will never give cash. I've been conned too many times, but I will always give out water and or snacks. With a toddler, I usually have those on hand. He gives me one of the many creative stories that I have heard over and over. We have quite a few beggars in our small town. This time, it's his grandchild. We are starving. We need some food for them. He seemed surprised when I immediately said, okay, here you go, and handed him 2 granola bars. These were overpriced toddler superfood granolas too. I try to get the good stuff for my son. The man shakes his head and says no, that he wants his grandchildren to have some bologna and cheese, and if he can have some money to buy them the food so they won't starve. I told him all that I have are these granola bars and hand them to him out the window. He asks again for money. I say I don't have cash on me, but these will keep them fed until they can go get some bologna. I wish him well and say that I hope this will do for now. The beggar man looks me dead in the eye and says no, it won't. Then he turns around and takes the granolas with him. Whatever, I tried. My husband gets in the car and we leave. As I rounded the corner, the beggar man is walking to the crosswalk as we approach the light. He doesn't see us. I watch him toss the granola bars as high as he can into the air and keep walking up to the light. He seems really annoyed. I was too. I couldn't believe not just how ungrateful, but the audacity to waste good food and litter. So I pulled up the car over to the parking lot at the light and got out. He saw me. The granolas were right there between both of us, and he turned right around and snatched them up. I walked up. I am not confrontational by nature, super mad. He said some BS about being so happy that he threw them up in the air to catch them. BS. I just watched you. You tossed them and walked away. Those were for my baby, and I will take them back if you don't want them. He said it's fine, he'll eat them, and then I proceeded to open one and take a bite. So I just asked flatly, what about your grandchildren? He turned and walked away. Wow, what? Okay, this, not to get into ramble mode like I was talking about earlier, but this gives me a very bad memory and a flashback of one time. Okay, I have 2 separate times. One time, me, my best friend, and my mom all went out and we were just doing some shopping. We went to a gas station and some guy asked if he could have some money to feed his grandchildren as well. It was an older man. My mom gave him some money and then I gave him some money and my best friend gave him a little bit of money too. So it was probably like 40 bucks. It wasn't that much, but it was enough to be like if he needed a couple meals for his family. After we got done getting gas and went into the gas station, this man was in there buying cigarettes and alcohol. And I was like, I thought this was for food. What are you doing? He said, you need what you need. After that, I honestly almost never give money to homeless people. Aside from women, I have a very, very soft spot if I see women or if I see women and children. I'm just like, oh no, oh no. And what if that was my sister? So that leads on to the next story. When I was going to Walmart, I came outside after I got done at Walmart and some lady, she looked like she had, you know, like a regular car and like everything. She just said she needed gas money to get home to her children. She had no money. She spent it all and she did have diapers and a couple of like bread and milk and stuff in the back of her car. So she said she just needed like $5 of gas so she can get home. And I was like, okay, here's $5. It's not that big of a deal. And it's a woman, my soft spot. Don't tell anyone, it's my soft spot. But I ended up sneakily following her to the gas station, which was directly across the street from this Walmart, just like 30-second, 1-minute drive. And I saw her get gas. So yes, she was very honest about what she was doing and I appreciated that. So I guess, you know, sometimes it's good to give money to homeless people. You know, it's kind of fun when you're a child too. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this stories, about these ungrateful choosing beggars. If you have any suggestions on what we should do. I know it's been kind of a long time since I posted a video, but I'm back and hopefully I'm here to stay. I got a couple of things to work out. My main channel kind of like popped off and I have been like really busy on that. My TikTok account has like 1.5 million followers and I make a video for that every day. So I've been just a bit backed up, but hopefully I can get back onto the grind and continue these stories because I really do love reading these. They're entertaining to you guys and to me, hopefully to you guys. But right there, let's end it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I see you guys next time and goodbye, my lovelies.